Should presidential nominees go through a religious litmus test? In a Senate hearing this week, Senator Bernie Sanders questioned the faith of President Trump's pick for Deputy White House Budget Director. Joining us now is Eric Metaxas, a New York Times bestselling author and the host of the Eric Metaxas Show, a nationally syndicated radio program. And he just released a new book, If You Can Keep It. So tell us a little bit about how Russell Vought got caught up defending his Christian faith in a Senate nomination hearing.
Well, it's hilarious, except it's true. It's unbelievable is what it is. You have a nomination hearing for somebody who's going to be part of the budget and the budget office, basically. And so you have these senators questioning this person's fitness to be a leader in the budget office. And Senator Bernie Sanders, maybe you've heard of him, for some reason had dug up something that Mr. Vought, Russell Vought, had written about Christian faith. He wrote it for his alma mater, Wheaton College. They were going through some controversy. Somebody at Wheaton College had some funny views about Islam. Wheaton College is an outspokenly Christian college. There are a number of them around America. And so, of course, if you're part of a Christian college, you're expected to have certain views. Well, so Russell Vought wrote about this and basically said that Christianity and Islam are widely divergent. He didn't say it in a nasty way. He just said it to make a point of clarification. But Senator Sanders took this as though he had said Heil Hitler or I'm with the KKK. He said we don't want these views in America or something like that. And I thought to myself, is he kidding? Like, this is basic Christianity. There was not even a tone of animus in what Vought wrote. He wrote it defending his alma mater, a Christian university. He was just saying the most basic thing. But Bernie Sanders, as a senator who ought to know the Constitution, he seemed to think that this was deeply, deeply troubling to the point that this person should not be voted on.
You mentioned the Constitution. Do you think Senator Sanders violated Article 6 of the Constitution, which states no religious test shall ever be required as a qualification for any office?
Well, we're at that point. I mean, it goes way beyond violating Article 6. But yeah, it does violate Article 6. In America, we've really had it so good with regard to religious liberty that most of us are very ignorant about it. I'm not at this point because I've spent the last few years writing a book about it and thinking about it. But the reality is that the government of the United States is supposed to have nothing to do with people's faith. People are free to believe crazy things, good things, Christian things, Muslim things, Jewish things. The moment the weight of the government intrudes and says, if you don't think this way, we don't like you, we're going to punish you, you're not going to get a job, you're not going to be nominated, you'll be fined. The moment the government does that, and the U.S. government has been doing that in the last 10 or 20 years, it's an astounding moment for America. We cease to be the country that we have been for over 200 years the moment leaders like U.S. Senator Bernie Sanders don't understand this. But he's not the only one. This is a very, very grievous abrogation of the most basic rights and ideas that are in the Constitution. And we need to talk about this. We need to scream about it because this was grievous. It was a stunning moment that a senator could be that ignorant and that could try to knock somebody back on his heels for simply stating his Christian faith. There are many Christians in America. The idea, this sends a chilling effect. It's precisely what the founders did not want to happen, and it's happening left and right.
Eric Metaxas, host of the Eric Metaxas Show and New York Times bestselling author. Thanks so much for talking with us about it.
My pleasure. Thank you.